Good morning. Survived the night. Super cold again. Everything's frozen. I'll check back in when the sun comes up. It's a little brighter now. There's looking back into the little end of the valley where I was camped at. That ridge across the way is where we came down yesterday. And then through those really sketchy snow drifts. Now we're in a steep climb up the other side. And something I noticed when I was editing videos last night is that my autofocus really doesn't like looking at snow. So I was messing around with the features. So hopefully it does a lot less of the autofocus jittering. I know that was kind of annoying for me to watch it. Just coming across some more big dog tracks. I'd say these are wolf. We're done with a massive uphill first thing in the morning. Now we gotta work our way over, and then a massive descent down into the next valley. No matter how steep, this stuff is easy when it's all frozen in the morning. There's the rim we just came over into the next little valley area. I'm currently standing on the trail, and there's supposed to be switchbacks going straight down, but everybody's just stomping through the snow straight down. And then we cross over down there somewheres and up the other side. And I can actually think I see a trail cutting across up the next rim. Sketchy descent. Making our way slow and steady. Well, there's the big snow traversal we just came down. Making our way up the other side of the valley. And I just met up with the other guys that I was hiking with yesterday. So we got Brad and Ken. So we'll be hiking together for a little bit here in the morning, I guess. And this is all pretty sketchy, but it's definitely easier when it's all frozen still. Looks like we're going over this pass. There's the next traversal. There's some rock fall that I've cut across the trail. That's always nice to see. There's that rock fall. Well, made it to the top of the pass. Looks like this is the next valley we're heading into. That's out to the east. Looking back to the west. There's definitely a smoke layer way out on the horizon. Must be a forest fire out there somewhere. And the other guys are just right behind me catching up. There's what we just came through. Here's our look into the next valley. We'll be following the left side edge and then looping around and going up and over and exiting over the next summit there. Looks like everyone here is dropping down into the valley as the safer route and then just hiking the valley floor till we gotta climb back out the other side, so we're gonna do the same. Well, we're done with the descent. That was straight down, coming down. And the snow is just warmed up to the point where it's getting kind of slushy. Now we got an awesome valley to walk down. And I am not dreading, or I am dreading, I should say, the climb out of the other end once we get to the far side there. The avalanches down in this valley have ripped out a lot of the trees. A lot of scattered tree remains. We're getting into the far end of the valley now, working our way up there, and then we hook a right, and we kind of crest up and over on top of there somewhere. So there's the valley route, which hooks up to the top up this way, but I think we're going to try a rock scramble just to the top of there. We think it looks doable. We'll let you guys know if we make it to the top or not. Yeah, I'm thinking we actually made the right choice. I don't think anybody went up into the end of the valley here. There's no discernible track for anybody going up that way. I'm a little winded, but I think that was the safer choice. Yeah, nobody went up that way. But the CDT is just up there over the hill. Easy to get to. And I think should be kind of flat for a ways. So no more sketchy ridges for a little bit. Well, we should have some flat bit and kind of done with the major ups and downs. Hopefully we can make up some time. We still got about 8 miles to go to where we're aiming for camp. It's like Elwood Pass. There's a big junction there with the high routes and the low routes all kind of meet up there. I think the only descent is maybe the final descent there into the pass. Well, we turned a corner and here's what the next stretch looks like. Gotta stay high around the rim in front of that pyramid-shaped peak. Down around that way. And then around. There's a critter out there left of that bear patch. I think that's a wolf. It's a 4-legged animal going up the snow side. There's looking behind. Crazy seeing all the little snow piles and avalanches and stuff that's come down. And I'm right where that wolf was at. I went right up here by this dry patch and over there. And now we got one sketchy snow traversal to do. And hopefully this is the only one. So at the end of this valley, it's kind of where we're going to end up tonight. It kind of descends on down. And there's like a dirt road or something down there. That could be where we're camping. No snow down there, it looks awesome. Here's just an update. After about an hour, I kind of ran into a roadblock, dangerously impassable. So I think the best option is to come down this snowfield, try to work our way down into the valley. The road across the way is the low route, so if we can get to the road, then we can just link up with the trail later. So I'll just check back later, but it's gonna be a long day. We got a lot of trail to do. Well, we're making our way. Crossed through the snowfields, no problem. Now we're bushwhacking for a bit, and at some point we should hit a road, which maybe gets this a little bit easier. Well, we finally made it down the mountain, and we hit a little dirt service road, and there's no snow on it. So we're just guesstimating. We got about 2.5 miles on this, which reconnects with the low route, and then about 4 miles on the low route will get us up to the junction that we were aiming to stay at, Elwood Pass, I think. So we got about 6.5 miles left. Hopefully we can pick up some speed, start cruising it down the road. This has been Treasure Creek that we've been following. Very scenic area. This is Lake Anella. And somebody's log cabin up there. Up above the lake now, we officially rejoined with the alternate. Low route alternate. I can't remember the exact name of it, but you're about 4 miles to Elwood Pass, and I should be camped for the night. So I got 2 miles left. Very slow going. Well, I made it to Elwood Pass finally. It's getting late. I'm totally worn out. No time for editing. I'm just gonna get some food in me and go straight to bed. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the morning. Good morning. Everything's frozen as usual. We've got about 17 miles till we get to Wolf Creek Pass, where we can try to hitch and get into town. I'll check back in when the sun comes up. A little brighter out right now. Just looking back at some of the mountains we were going through yesterday. Right before we started the descent into the pass, we hit just this impassable, very sketchy, very dangerous looking part. But that's all the stuff we were up yesterday. Crazy to emphasize how like precarious and potentially dangerous all that was. I only got to film like the easier bits. You guys didn't get to see the craziest parts because I couldn't do that with the camera out. But starting out this morning is not too bad. This is actually like the first dry stretch, but it's been walking on snow and little hills ups and downs. There's 2 elk right there. There's a little tiny baby with the mother. I don't know if you can tell the baby's there. I think it just went behind it. But I also saw 2 elk yesterday, but they were like way up on a ridge line. There you might be able to notice a little one. Well, this is the spot where I saw him, and it's a little fawn. Trying to hide. Unless baby elk have spots like that, but that totally looks like a little baby deer. But there's no mother deer. I wonder if the mother elk was trying to keep an eye on it. That's crazy. So far, a lot of little ups and downs, and we're just kind of following this ridge line. Yeah, still frozen. There's a good bit of snow drifts and blowdowns that I've had to monkey around. Kind of slowing me down a bit. Nice little arch in the rocks. Well, I just ran across another hiker. It's a guy with a group of like 5, I think, who've been hiking right around us in this section. I'd seen him once before, like 2 days ago. Anyway, we were chatting, and his group had a heck of a time. One person fell down a snowshoot and scraped their leg all up on the ice. And the exact same point that we bailed out, those guys bailed out too. They hit the exact same section that I saw, and they were like, nope. And they came down the pass. And, you know, it seems like everybody's kind of doing the same thing, so it's a rough stretch. Definitely needs more time for snow to melt. Couple of steep uphills today. Made it to the top of the climb. Then we got a massive descent before one more massive climb for the day. I'm also noticing Wolf Creek Pass is down there. That's my destination for today. And the town of Pagosa Springs is right over there. And that's where I'll end up when I'm hitched out. There's the ridge we've been descending from. There's the valley out to Pagosa Springs. Well, those are deer down there. There was an elk with a little rack on him, but I missed him. So I saw one more elk. Well, there's a deer for you guys. Well, I just monkeyed through some of that mess. Going that way. Slow going. Well, this part's kind of trick crazy. You can see the trail over there we got to get to. It's all buried under this massive snowdrift. So the trail's kind of above me, totally buried in like 40 feet of snow. So we're just kind of picking our way, following those tracks, I guess, until we meet up with it. That's what the CDT is all about. There's a pika squeaking down there. Oh, we're done with that massive descent. We're down to Silver Pass. That was pretty rough there in the last half mile or so. We're just sliding down the snowfield, bushwhacking, running into trees. Loads of fun. I think I'm gonna take a break here real quick. Done with our break. And now the trail is all blowdowns. There's the trail. This is taking a tremendously long time. Grinding uphill, blowdowns, snowfields, and we're over 11,000 feet. I'm completely exhausted. I've gone 0.3 in half an hour. I can do the Mahoosuc Notch faster than this. I'm hurt. My footing gave way on a branch that broke. I fell backwards and hit my arm pretty good. This is 99% sure the hardest part of the entire Triple Crown I've ever done is bushwhacking up through this. I gotta take a break. I'm not doing so good. Well, I'm in a section that's a little bit easier now. I'm definitely missing some skin on kind of the back of my arm slash part of my back. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I'll live, but that really hurt. Every 50 feet of trail is like this. Well, at this rate, I'll be in town tomorrow. Well, we just started the big climb up to the Wolf Creek Ski Resort, up to the top of the chairlifts. And we're kind of already in a really sketchy area where it's kind of an impassable snowdrift that works its way around the mountain that way. Some people are trying to go up and over mountain climbing, and I kind of lost where the human footprints were at, so I need to reassess and see which the best way to go is. But this is so bad. Bad stretch of trail. Well, I found their tracks. Looks like everyone's doing the up and over just to get through the first impassable bit. Get a little bit of a view of the ridge line that we're going to be on. We got to get up there, go across. I can see where the ski lifts are at the top, and then we come down the backside somewhere. And there's like Wolf Creek Pass down there. Long way to go still. Well, I'm hitting another part where this is just not safe. This is stupid dangerous. I've got options to bail out safely from here. It's the afternoon now. I got 5 miles still on the normal route. It's into the afternoon. This is taking way too long. I'm just getting sketched out too much. The snow is already a slushy mess, so I'm like slipping and sliding all over the place. And we got a huge ridgeline traversal to do, so I don't know. I'm gonna think about my options some more. If I ski myself down the mountain just a little bit further, there's roads, so I can get myself out to the ski resort That'd be the smart option. I don't know. I'll just check back later. We'll see what I'm going to do. Well, I continued up. Got a little bit easier, but it was still a grind. On top of one peak, we're up on the ridge now. Ups and downs. Some of the future targets. There's a warming hut up there. And then we stay on the ridges. Keep going over. There's where the ski lift gets to the top. And then we go down the backside. And we get down to the pass somewhere down there. Still got a long way to go. Still going way too slow. Made it to the warming hut. Luckily the door's unlocked for the hikers. It's funny because where the door is at, there's like a 2-foot step up because normally in the winter there'd be snow up to the door. And there's looking down to the rest of the ski resort, Wolf Creek. I'm gonna take a break here, have some snacks. We'll check back once we're back on the road. We're done with the warming hut. We got 3 miles to go. Whew, back on trail. There's a marmot up here keeping watch. There's some strong wind gusts on this side of the mountain. Trying to blow me over. There's the chairlift. We got 1.5 miles left. Just follow this ridge on down to the pass. This is the easiest piece of trail all day. There's the highway down there. There's the much nicer ski lift. I bet they got like full snack bar and everything in there. We're in the final descent. You can't follow the ski slopes the whole way down because that'll take you back to the ski resort. We're not going to the ski resort. Pass is a slightly different location. Well, and here we are. We're in Pagosa Springs. We made it. Took about 15 minutes. Got a hitch right into town. I was just thinking, like, what a roller coaster of emotions today has been. Just struggling through downed trees after, I think it was like Silver Pass or something. Some of the worst bushwhacking through nonsense I'd ever seen, I think, on any trail. And then getting injured. Still got to check out my arm. I got kind of landed on the back of my arm back here somewhere. See how much skin I lost. And then getting up towards the ski resort. It was just a really bad, sketchy area climbing up there. And I was like, man, I'm just so close to bailing out. And then the terrain got a little bit easier, and then we got up on the ridge, and then, what a day. And then here we are. I gotta get cleaned up. It's like 4:30, I think, and then perfect time to go wander out. I just need like some beers and like a full pizza, and then just like fill my tummy and then be good. So I'll check back later once we're gonna get some dinner, I guess. Well, I'm all cleaned up. Before I head out to dinner, I'll just fill you in on my injuries this last section. I did a full head to toe, everything's sore, everything hurts, knees hurt, feet hurt, all my muscles hurt. That section really beat me up. And then you can see how red my face is. Like, that's all from sunburn from reflection off of the snow, which is something I didn't really think about. And then I have sunburn on my lips as well. I have like small blisters on my lips. You guys ever been sunburned on your lips? It feels really weird. Anyway, and then where I got scratched up when I fell, it's actually not as bad as what I thought, but it's all kind of on the underside of the arm and into the armpit a little bit. I just fell backwards onto a tree stump or something and just smashed up my arm. Anyway, I think that's it. Let's go find some dinner. Little local brew pub here came recommended. Riff Raff on the Rio. It's just right next door, so we'll check this place out.
First kid was born in 93. I got married then.
I'm back from dinner. Feeling good, a little drunk. Good way to end a crazy rough section. We're doing a 00 for the next couple of days here in Pagosa Springs. But for now, I'm just going to bed. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.